Hello everybody, my name is Rachit Bhatnagar. This session is for class 11 computer science students, chapter number 1 computer system and organization part 2nd. Today we will cover these topics: first CPU, second memory unit, third categorization of main memory, fourth placement of cache memory, and last is unit of memory. So let's start. As you know, CPU is the brain of computer. It guides and controls all the processing that take place inside the computer. The CPU consists of generally three parts or three components: CU, ALU and register. So first of all we will study about ALU. ALU stands for arithmetic and logical unit. All calculations and comparisons are made in this unit. The ALU the arithmetic and logical operations sent from memory, perform specific operations like addition, subtraction, etc., and the result is returned to the memory. The result of the logical operation is either true or false and helps the computer in decision making. Second is CU. CU stands for control unit. It controls the flow of data from input devices to memory and from memory to output devices. It controls and guides the interpretation, flow and manipulation of all data and information. It does not actually process the data. Instead, it sends control signal to ALU and memory for carrying out the required operations. Third one is registers. These are high-speed temporary storage area found in CPU. Registers work as per the instructions given by the CU, storing instructions and data immediately required for performing an operations. The CPU places the highest priority job inside register for fast execution or processing. Registers can be of different size as 16-bit, 32-bit, 664 bits and so on, and each register inside the CPU has a specific function like storing data, storing an instruction, storing address of location in memory, etc. Next topic is memory unit or main memory. Memory unit or primary or main memory is used as storage unit for program as well as data. It is the computer memory that is accessed directly by the CPU. The memory can be both primary or secondary depending upon its location in the computer system. The primary memory, also termed as main memory, is directly accessible to the CPU since all the work is done in the RAM and later on gets stored on the secondary memory or hard disk. Hence, there is an indirect contact between CPU and hard disk. The secondary memory, also known as auxiliary memory or auxiliary storage, includes magnetic storage device such as hard disk drive, magnetic drum, etc. The secondary storage can be accessed by the CPU through input-output controllers or unit. The memory of the CPU or computer is like a predefined working space where it temporarily keeps information and data to facilitate its working. When the task is executed or finished, it clears the memory and this memory space is available for the next task to be executed or performed. Main memory, that is RAM, which is the primary memory of computer system, is composed of cells. These are cells. These blocks are cells. A memory cell is a device that stores a single symbol selected from a set of symbols. As you see in this diagram, each of these cells is further broken down into smaller components like bits. A bit stands for binary digit, that is either 0 or 1. which is an elementary unit of computer memory. Combinations of these bits together are used to store the data and instructions. 8 bit together from 1 byte. Now, memory is divided into RAM, ROM and cache. RAM stands for random access memory. ROM stands for read only memory. So first of all, RAM. It is a read or write memory, as it is possible to both read from and write to a location within RAM. It is used for primary storage in computer to hold active information of data and instructions. The RAM is a volatile memory. Yes, volatile means it lost contents when the power is switched off or interrupted. RAM is further categorized into two types as DRAM and SRAM. DRAM stands for dynamic RAM and SRAM stands for static RAM. So static RAM retains its content as long as the power is connected and is easy to interface, but use 6 transistors per bit. On the contrary, dynamic RAM is more complicated to interface and control and needs regular refresh cycle to prevent its contents from being lost. However, DRAM uses only one transistor and a capacitor per bit, allowing it to reach much higher density and with more bit on a memory chip, be much cheaper per bit. Next is ROM, read only memory. It is read only memory, that is, the data and instructions are placed in the ROM at the time of its manufacturing and it cannot be changed thereafter. ROM is slower than RAM. It is used to hold certain essential instructions, to check basic hardware component such as booting, processor to load operating system, and frequently needs function. Third one is cache memory. Cache memory is small memory that operates much faster than the primary memory or RAM. When the CPU requires certain data present in RAM, it first sends the request to the cache, which store recently used values, since cache memory is placed between CPU and main memory. It makes this data available to the CPU very quickly by sending the data to CPU instead of the main memory, and thus reduce access time significantly, thereby improving the overall performance of the computer. It is also called CPU memory, that a computer microprocessor can access more quickly than it can access regular RAM. This is the placement of cache memory inside CPU. This is block diagram. Next topic is units of memory. The elementary unit of memory is a bit. A bit stands for binary digit, that is either 0 or 1, which is an elementary unit of computer memory. Combinations of these bits together are used to store the data and instructions. 8 bit together from 1 byte and a group of 4 bits is called a nibble, NIBBLE. This is chart. Binary digit 1 bit. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 byte. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobyte. 1 gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabyte. 1 terabyte is equal to 1024 gigabyte. 1 petabyte is equal to 1024 terabyte. 1 exabyte is equal to 1024 petabyte. 1 zettabyte is equal to 1024 petabyte. 1 yottabyte is equal to 1024 zettabyte. 1 bronobyte is equal to 1024 yottabyte, and 1 Geob wide is equal to 1024 Bronto wide. This is the full chart of units of memory. Thank you very much.